Everybody, my name is Ryan Jakubowski, coming to you from J&C Photography. This is my first tutorial I'm going to be doing and uploading to our YouTube site. So if you do get a chance, if you like the video at the end, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe and share this to your other friends so that they know what's going on. So I'm going to be doing basically a bunch of tutorials over the course of the weeks to come, and it's going to be different things that you can do in Photoshop, different camera tips, anything that you guys are looking for. So today what I'm going to be doing is going over the process on how to create a twirl picture. So you might have seen them on my profile page or going around the internet on some other pages. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to turn this picture here into a work of art. So it's a very easy process, and what you'll be able to do is I'll either walk you through the process here, or I've created what we call a Photoshop action, and I will have a link so you guys can actually purchase that, and all you have to do is import that into your Photoshop, press play, and it's going to do all the work for you. So actions are going to be $5, and I will actually have a link for that right underneath this video. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to see your layers right here. All you're going to have to do is right click and hit convert to smart object. So what this is going to do, this is going to allow you to add some filters to it. A lot of times with other action files, you need to create a duplicate layer and everything like that. With this, you're not going to have to do any of that. So once you have your smart object selected, you're going to come on over here to filter, and then you're going to go to pixelate, and then this one right here, mezzotint. And what this is going to do is this is going to bring up another screen here, and under type you're going to want to select the drop down to medium strokes. So this is what we found to come up with the best result. So once you click on medium strokes, go ahead and hit OK. And obviously this all depends on your computer speed, so based on the program that you're using and your computer and everything, it might take a little bit longer than others, just depending on your machine itself. So once it applies this filter, this is what you're going to see, some black lines, and kind of changes your picture up a little bit. So the next step you're going to do is you're going to go back up here to filter, and then you're going to go to blur, and then radial blur. So you have a couple different options here. The one that I have found to work the best is you're going to choose zoom, and amount you're going to go ahead and put up to 100. And then quality, depending on the kind of picture you're doing, you can either do good or best. I always do best. Largest is better for what I tend to do for prints and everything like that. So go ahead and click OK. And this is going to go through, and it's going to create a radial blur. So with the zoom option, you're going to see everything protruding out. So it's a pretty quick process. Obviously, like I said, depending on your computer, it might take a few minutes, depending on what machine you're using. But as soon as this is done, we will go ahead and on to the next step. Okay, so this is the first step. So what you want to do is you usually want to do it 2 more times. And what this does is this will actually smooth out the image. So when you do the filter, radial blur again, it's always going to be, your last filter is going to be at the top there. So you can always just go filter and then the top one. Your settings are more than likely going to be saved, and just hit OK. And then you're going to do this two more times. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video until this is complete, and then we'll pick up. Okay, so the filter has been applied 2 more times, and as you can see here, it really makes it a lot smoother than if you do it just 1 time. So you can do this really as many times as you would like. Obviously you could do it more, you could do it less depending on how many lines you want and everything, but completely up to you for that part. So what I like to do, usually 3 times is what works the best. So after this, you're going to go up to filter, and then you're going to go distort, and then you're going to click on twirl. So what I like to do here is 2 options. The first one you're going to do for angle, you're going to do 100. Now, obviously you can do more. That's the nice thing about these kind of twirl photos, is you can really put it to whatever you want. You can go all the way up to 999, or you could also go down as well. So what I usually do is positive 100, and then we go back and do a negative 100. So this is going to go ahead and start to give the twirl effect. So as you can see right there. Now the key to getting these extra lines, so after you do that, you're going to want to come on over to your layers here, and next to twirl under smart filters, you're going to see this little up arrows. If you right click this, you're going to click edit smart filter blending mode, and this is going to bring up another screen. And once you do that, you can leave the opacity at 100% and then click OK. So as you can see, it kind of starts to blend everything together, almost like it's twisting in a bunch of different directions. So what you can do this time after that is you're going to go to Filter, Twirl again, and then this time you're going to do negative 100. And that's going to start to bring everything the opposite way. So as you can see right there, and now over in your layers category, if you right click and then do edit smart filter blending again, and I'm going to go ahead and pause this as long as this is working its way. Okay, so the second part just finished here. So as you can see, the blending options are back up again. And what I'm going to do is click the drop down one more time and go ahead and choose the lighten option. So hit OK. So now it kind of gives it a really cool mirrored effect. And after this part, you are basically done. So what you can also do is you can also apply some adjustment layers. So if you go to this little half circle here, then you're going to go to, you can choose really any one that you want to do, but usually I do vibrance. And you can up the vibrance a little bit. So that's just going to kind of make those colors pop there. You can up the saturation if you want. And then just click the back arrow. And then you can also apply another adjustment layer, and you can do curves, and you can bring your blacks out and make the color pop a little bit that way. So really, the nice thing about this is when you are all done, you can adjust this as much as you want. So you can go back and apply further filters. You can make additional changes. Really, it's kind of up to you how far you want to go with this picture. So you could even go back, filter, and apply another twirl that would do another one. So nice thing is for the action file. So if you have Photoshop, up in the corner here, this little play button, this is our actions area. So what you're going to see is you're going to see twirl. So what you want to do is you want to click on this right here, and then you're going to come down here and hit play. So when I send you the file, you're going to basically download it, and it's going to be downloaded, and you're going to download it as an action file. I believe it's ACTN. And once you open that up on your computer, it's going to open up and it's going to import it automatically into Photoshop. You might need to choose File, Open With, and then Photoshop. And then once you do that, all you're going to do is hit play, and it's going to actually run through that entire process that we just did. So instead of having to sit there and do everything, you can press play, wait for 5-10 minutes, come back, and you'll have an image like this. And then the nice thing is it's still going to go ahead and keep everything in these layers just like this. So you can go back and adjust your blending modes. You can add your additional ones if you like. This kind of get you started, get you a base image. And then, like I said, if you want to go further from there, you can do that as well. So go ahead, and if you want to purchase the action, you can check out the link right below. And from there, I really appreciate if you guys are able to subscribe and share this video with others. And thank you so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me through YouTube, or you can also find me on Facebook. Thank you very much. Have a great day, guys.